Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw the Xenomorph alien from Aliens the movie. Few people requested this. I love this design, and that's pretty much it, okay? It's for beginners, and it's going to be step by step, so let's jump right into the video. Alrighty, let's go over here and draw this Xenomorph. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the kind of curve of the top of his head right here. Right here. And kind of come forward a bit. It's kind of that tusked alien version. Alright. Gonna pull down. Pull up just a bit, nothing wild. It's got like a upper lip there, a tad. Line down here for the teeth, and we're just gonna put the teeth in now. Whew. Really cool. Really cool design. Aliens always had a really amazing design, I think. Gonna go back here, curve in, curve back here, kind of for the neck area, and I'm gonna curve up this area, pull up for the kind of the lower teeth. Remember, if you're a big fan of Alien, let me know. Hit the subscribe, say what's up, what's your favorite Alien movie. Just let me know about that stuff. It's fun to talk about movies and shows and everything in between. That's why I'm kind of varying up what I'm doing on the channel now. So just kind of, yeah, let me know. All right. Alrighty, gonna curve in, push in there. All right. And now I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna pull down just a bit. But what's coming next is I'm going to actually draw his this kind of contraption on his shoulder in this version of Alien. Curve right there. Gonna go right here and kind of find the arm around here, this area. Curve right here. Down. All right, curve the shoulder here. He's got like this kind of exoskeleton thing going on. Actually, I think that's literally he has, right? He literally has an exoskeleton. Curve over here. Find the elbow. We're just kind of finding his bizarre, creepy arm. Down over here. Is that gonna come on the page? Yeah. Finger. Another finger over here. Another finger over here. Right on. Kind of merge this here. Throw a little bit more of the shoulder there. All right. Now, this is gonna kind of go back up because he has these bizarre kind of spikes going on the back here. You can throw maybe one right there. Curve there. But we're gonna find the rib cage underneath here as it slides in. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna pull back right there. A little bit more of the shoulder here. And it's gonna be kind of like a line here, kind of for the side of the body. What I'm gonna do here is gonna draw that leg right here, down, and he's got that digigrade leg, but we're not gonna see all of it. Line over here, down, back. Down right there. Go right here. Same thing with his other leg. He's kind of leaning forward. This is like the quad, right? It's gonna be the top of the leg right there. Curve right here. Okay, let's draw more of these spikes in the back that are gonna they're gonna become ribcage stuff, but we're kind of simplifying it down right here. Curve right there. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna start curving into that rib cage area, and that rib cage. So let's put the pelvis out here, and then right here you're gonna have the tail start to kind of meander out. So over here we're gonna do like a tail, which is gonna go off screen. You can kind of throw a thickness to that tail, but through all this we're gonna have to put in like texture, right? So like texture is incredibly important. So now that we have like a lot of the a lot of the elements, not all of them though. So right here we're gonna draw another thing coming from his back, and maybe one down here coming from his back. And really these are just design elements, right? Like Geiger was into that, or even I think Geiger designed the first and the second Alien, right? I don't know if he came back for the other ones, but let's go to the head, right? And kind of some stuff on here. Line. Take some elements from here, and there's a bunch of different types. There's a lot more ridges in Aliens 2. Right? We're not going to do a ton of those ridges. I kind of like that flat head look, to be honest, so I'm just going to keep it, I wouldn't say entirely like this, but it's going to be mostly like this. Right here, right here. Maybe some vein network underneath that. Just kind of like the neck that's going down there. There's going to be kind of a dark space there, essentially. This area right here is going to be a contraption on his shoulder. It's part of his body, but it's really big on that shoulder. And then like right here, this is going to be the back of the rib cage, and we're going to pull in on that and kind of follow the roundness of that rib cage. So a lot of it, you can put kind of whatever you want as long as it follows the flow of stuff. So as long as things are going back there, you can do stuff like that. You can maybe throw like ridges here, but again, as long as they flow with it. So right here we can go put these ridges on this area. Right, pulling back, put little lines there for like the cheekbone area. If you really want, you can go in over here and draw the gum line for the teeth. Line over here, line down, maybe draw a little more dark over here. Because he's kind of made up entirely of dark elements, to be honest. But, you know, we're going to, like, work with that. Curve under here. Line. You know, and then we're gonna follow the kind of ridge. Again, same thing with the direction right here. All right, you're gonna follow some elements on that rib cage. Right, we're trying to simplify it down as much as we can. Right? Same thing goes for something like this. definitely a pretty decent way to kind of like simplify that area down, because it gets really, really complex and stuff like that. Excuse me, I got that cough still. But yeah, like I said, if you go in this area, you're still kind of like curving around here. You got his pelvis in this area, which I didn't do that before. Get rid of that wire. It's like a wire over here. It's bugging me. What's that wire gone? Bam. All right, and let's go over here to the leg. Right, like I said, the striations kind of follow. That's the point of it, you know. Striations there. Same thing here. Striations on the leg, right? Going the long ways, right? You can kind of put one across here as well in that area. And there could be one over here as well. To kind of make it look like it matches, right? Like it actually matches the same style of it. And then everything in between, honestly, you can just kind of add stuff here. I don't think there's any wrong answer, because as long as you got the gesture like that, you know, and you got like the gist of it, the alien the alien design will change like per movie. Like it literally will. Let's see, striations here, striations here. Literally the alien design will change, you know, completely like per movie. So let's go to the tail over here. And you could make it like these connecting, like, what do you call it? Like spinal cord coming out. I know that's obviously what Geiger was kind of thinking, I think. Well, I mean, obviously Geiger was thinking about something else, right? But, yeah, oops. I don't know, in case that tail does show up. I don't think it will show up on the design, but in case it shows up on the screen, we'll have it over there. And what you could definitely add here, which I personally really like, is adding these little, how do you say this? Spinal cord columns right here. Right here. You put like a box at the end of them. You try to make them roughly the same size. So you draw on this little stick out, right there. And then you draw literally a box at the end of it. But you want to try to make them flow, like that's the hard part. I mean, that's totally what it's based on. You see a lot within like dinosaur skeletons. I think that's where I see them the most. I'll see them in dinosaur skeletons. And you just go as far as you can, and then I like to shrink it with the design itself. And let's go to the arm, okay? The arm looks way too clean. See, that's the thing. You're putting stuff everywhere. Way too clean in the arm. So let's go over here, down. All right. A lot of this stuff does also, it follows the musculature. So if you know the muscles, that's good. If you don't know the muscles, go to my Skillshare right now. I put the link over there. You can, I believe, through the link, you get it totally free. Like you can actually go get a month for free. I think it's a month. But you can learn all of the anatomy, because I have literally the anatomy on there. So go check that out to kind of do that. If you don't know the anatomy and you want to learn it, because it's incredibly important. So line over here, see a notch over here on the arm, and then you can see some of the phalanges on the hand there. Alrighty. And then you can put like, and you can just throw stuff in like here, like maybe with a little ridge, right? You're trying to throw in, you know, relatively simple ridges, nothing too wild there, and you want to make lines connect. So it's a good way to kind of toy with your design. If you're thinking about, like, you know, see I'm splitting the arm there. I'm just kind of throwing in these lines here, and I generally just know kind of the anatomy. It just helps out a lot, and you're just continuously experimenting with these shapes, and I can tell that's kind of what, again, he was doing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a thicker line around the outside of it, which is going to be tough for this guy. But the reason I do that, just a slightly thicker line, is because it looks good. It has, it's a good line art rule to draw a slightly thicker line on the outside of stuff, outside of line art, because line art is going to it's gonna organize the stuff on the inside, and it just looks like, again, proper. They do it in comics a lot, and that's kind of where I got it from. So anyways, let me know what's a sci-fi. I'm sorry I'm blocking it right now, but I'm just kind of trying to get those lines there. What's a sci-fi movie you like? Let me know. I just watched a bunch of cool horror movies on the weekend with a friend, just kind of hanging out, just kind of doing whatever. And it's like fun to do that, right? It's fun to like create stuff that you love, right? That you enjoy. It's just such a joy to do that, right? So that's kind of what I love too, is doing these, you know, just, again, these really fascinating drawing lessons for everybody. And same thing goes for some people that have been here a while. You know, let me know what you think. Anybody who's been here a bit. I'm drawing on larger paper now, just to kind of make it more complicated for you guys. That's kind of one of the things I noticed on the channel. A lot of people were like, hey, can you make more complicated tutorials? And I was like, man, how do I do that? And I was like, okay, well, the best way to do that is to get larger paper, you know? As far as just wanting to draw better, go to Skillshare, the one I have. It teaches you everything about basic drawing. I go over like so much on that channel, like so much. Like, go check it out. I go over faces, portraits. I'm starting watercolor on there to show people watercolor. It's just a lot. I'm gonna put see, the arm goes in front of the body, so I'm gonna give the arm a little bit of a thicker line at that point. Yeah, a line over here. Curve over here, and it's amazing how for this one, just this one, putting this extra line is like a lot of work, honestly. It's like surprising how much work this is. I just started a podcast, an art podcast with a friend. It's not mine, I'm sorry, it's his, but I'm gonna be on it, and I'm trying to be on it more. I'll probably announce it at some point. For now, we're just kind of, more or less, just kind of going live on Facebook here and there, which I think is really fun to do. All right, wow, that took forever. And then maybe I could put like a thicker line here to separate out that area. And by I mean thicker, I mean slightly thicker. Very slight, nothing too wild. Whew, that was tough. That is a Xenomorph. Hope you enjoyed that. You did great if you stayed through the whole thing. Say hi to me if you're here right now, okay? Talk to you next time. All right, and if you want to keep learning how to draw and keep pushing your skills, go right here to this video on here, on this side. That video I put because it's the exact same theme as the video you just saw, and I like it as a bit of a pair. So absolutely go check that out right now, another short video.